If you are somebody who's been following the stock markets very closely, you must have come across the phrase or the adage sell in May and go away. But have you ever wondered why do people use this phrase for the month of May and not any other month? Well, it's because it's a popular belief that the markets tend to underperform in the period between May and October, and that's why this phrase has been used since 1945, because that it's been observed since then that the markets usually tend to underperform in this period. Now, this adage or this phrase has its origins in the UK, when wealthy investors would sell out of their positions and go for a holiday to the countryside and not pay much attention to their portfolios until fall. Now, originally the phrase was sell in May and go away and come back on St. Leger's Day. Now, St. Leger's Stakes is a very popular race that is held in the UK every year in the month of September, and after that the investors would tend to return to the markets and invest, or in fact start investing again in the month of November. Even in the US, people have adopted a similar approach when they stop investing in the stock markets, or when they sell and go away from the stock markets right after Labor Day, that is right after Memorial Day, that is in May, and until the Labor Day, that is in September. In fact, they return only after Halloween, which is why it is also known as the Halloween indicator. But there are exceptions to this approach as well. External factors like the socio-economic conditions, the business cycle, as well as the market environment which affects the stock market volatility, are some of the factors that render this strategy invalid. In fact, if you look at the US markets historically between 2010 and 2020, only 2011 is an year when you would have profited from that strategy, because every other year the S&P 500 has managed to outperform in the period between October and May, and has in fact clocked in gains to the tune of 0.8% to somewhere around 13.9%. Even if you look at the Indian markets, barring a couple of years, the markets have mostly the markets have mostly outperformed in the period between May and October. In fact, last year in the month of October, the Nifty had hit a fresh high. Now, experts believe that to sell in May and go away strategy is nothing but timing the market, and even the best of stock market gurus have not been able to time the markets perfectly. So, in case you are thinking of selling in May and going away, you need to stop and think, because you cannot be away from the markets for such a long time. In today's age, when the markets are so unpredictable, you never know, you may end up missing out on a rally of a lifetime.